proteins in the body like hemoglobin, myoglobin, cytochromes, catalase, peroxidase, and many more. So it plays a very vital role in many actions for the body, like in the oxygen transport and storages, oxidation reduction, and electron transfer in the respiratory chains, and etc. So if there is any disorder of the heme metabolism, so many diseases can happen. The most important ones are the porphyrias and the jaundice. Jaundice is a hyperbilirubinemia state. Okay. So what is heme? Heme is a metalloporphyrin in which iron is joined by the porphyrin rings, while porphyrin rings are the tetrapyrrole derivatives in which they are joined by the 4 pyrrole rings. So today we are going to, our focus should be on the heme metabolism. Okay, so first of all, heme, where is heme metabolized? As in the human body, many tissues synthesize heme, but the most important ones are the liver and the bone marrow. These are the two major sites where the maximum heme production occurs. Okay, so first of all, we are going to talk how does the heme produce, and then we are going to discuss superficially about the disorders that are going to happen with the heme metabolism if there is disorder in the heme metabolism. So first of all, this is cell, okay, and this is mitochondria, and this is cytoplasm. Okay, what is this? This is cytoplasm, and this is mitochondria. So first of all, what going to happen is, it starts with the glycine. So what happened? Glycine come to the mitochondria and bind to the succinyl coenzyme A. Succinyl coenzyme A plus glycine will bind in the presence of ALA synthase. Okay, succinyl coenzyme A with the glycine bind in the presence of ALA synthase. ALA synthase is a amino levulinate synthase. So what happens? So delta ALA will be formed. Okay, so now ALA will goes into the cytoplasm. 2 molecule of ALA will came into the cytoplasm. Okay, now what will act? Now on this ALA dehydrase will act. ALA dehydrase will act. ALA dehydrase will act and form the porphobilinogen. Okay, now porphobilinogen is formed. Now what is going to act? Uroporphyrin synthase will act. Uroporphyrin synthase will act on porphobilinogen. Now porphobilinogen will convert into uroporphyrinogen 3. Also UP3. Okay, क्या फॉर्म होगा? यूरोपोरफायरिनोजन 3 will form. Now on uroporphyrinogen 3, uroporphyrinogen decarboxylase will act. What will act? Uroporphyrinogen decarboxylase. And form the coproporphyrinogen 3 will form. Okay, अब now coproporphyrinogen 3 will goes back into the mitochondria. ओके, इसको हम लिख देते हैं CP3. ओके, नाउ CP3 आ गया इन द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. कोप्रोपोरफायरिनोजन 3 will come into the this. अब now on this, what will going to act is coproporphyrinogen oxidase. CP oxidase will act. CP oxidase will act and form protoporphyrinogen 3. protoporphyrinogen 3 will form, which is PR3. Okay, protoporphyrinogen 3 will be formed. Now on protoporphyrinogen 3 oxidase will act. What will act? Protoporphyrinogen 3 oxidase will act. Protoporphyrinogen 3 will act and form the protoporphyrinogen 9. What will it form? Protoporphyrinogen 9 will act. Now on this, in mitochondria itself, ferrochelatase will act. What will act? Ferrochelatase. Ferrochelatase will act and form the heme. What will it form? Heme. Now this heme goes to the cytoplasm. Okay. If that heme is not utilized immediately by incorporating into the proteins, like if it is going to form hemoglobin, then it is incorporated with globin and form the hemoglobin. If it is not going to happen, then suddenly it is going to catabolize. So this pathway is tightly regulated to prevent the excessive synthesis, as nothing is this. Then okay, so in this, in the complete heme metabolism, what is going to be the rate limiting? Rate limiting is going to be ALA synthase. This step is a rate limiting आता है, and it is a major site of regulation in this pathway. Okay, this is ALA synthase is the most important one, because this is going to control the heme metabolism cycle. It's going to maintain its regulation, and that's all it is going to this. So this is the complete heme metabolism. It's very simple. First of all, the glycine will come and came to the mitochondria. So it's bind with the succinylcholine. Then ALA synthase is going to act and going to form the aminolavinylate. Then this go to the cytoplasm. 2 molecules of ALA will go. On this, ALA dehydrase will act and form the porphobilinogen. On porphobilinogen, uroporphyrin synthase will act and going to form the uroporphyrinogen 3. Then uroporphyrinogen decarboxylase will act and form the coproporphyrinogen 3. Then this goes into the back into the mitochondria, and in this oxidase will act and form the protoporphyrinogen 3. Then protoporphyrinogen oxidase will act and form the protoporphyrinogen 9. Then ferrochelatase is going to act on protoporphyrinogen 3. In this, what happens is iron will come, because as we discussed earlier ki heme, what is heme? It is a metalloporphyrin in which metal is bounded by the porphyrin rings. So iron will come and form the heme. So heme is going back into the cytoplasm, and it is going to incorporate it with the many proteins and lead to the formation of structures which are important for the normal functions. So this is this. So what happens if this metabolism is affected? So it's led to the 2 most important disease. These are the porphyrins. What are these? First one is porphyrins, and second one is jaundice. Okay, so we are going to talk about the porphyrins. What are porphyrins? So porphyrins can be genetic हो सकती है और due to the acquired हो सकती है. Genetic like mutations हो सकती है which led to the complete या partial enzyme deficiency इसकी वजह से, या फिर acquired हो सकती है. Genetic और acquired. So acquired due to the drugs या फिर कोई toxic substance which interferes with the normal pathway. So these led to this. So what are the clinical presentations? What are the clinical presentations in these? In these clinical presentations are mainly GIT complaints. Mostly GIT features will come like pain in abdomen. Okay, और skin photosensitive हो सकता है बंदा, और other neuropsychiatric disorders can also happen. Neuropsychiatric symptoms can happen. So in this, there is mostly 6 types of porphyrias. 6 types of porphyria. What are these? What are the 6 types of porphyria? First one is acute intermittent porphyria. Acute intermittent porphyrias. The second one is congenital erythropoietic porphyria. Okay, the third one is porphyria cutanea tarda. Porphyria cutanea tarda. Okay, the fourth one is hereditary core porphyria. The fifth one is porphyria variegata. And the last one is protoporphyria. So in this cycle, the first one is acute intermittent porphyria. So what do you think it going to act where, due to which, किसकी वजह से हो सकता है? Acute intermittent porphyrias generally जो होते हैं act on the formation from the porphobilinogen to the UPG3. In this, both the first part and the second part is going to happen. At this step, जनरली ऑन सिंथेस की अगर कोई डेफिशिएंसी या फिर एबनॉर्मेलिटी होती है, इस स्टेप की लेड टू द सेकंड वन, दैट इज कंजेनाइटल इरिथ्रोपोएटिक पोर्फायरिया. इफ okay, then third one is porphyria cutanea tarda. This is going to happen when this one is going to affect porphyria cutanea tarda. Then fourth one, hereditary coproporphyria, will going to this at this step. This step will lead to the fourth porphyria, that is hereditary coproporphyria. Then आता है porphyria variegata. This is going to be happen at this step. Then protoporphyria is going to have when ferrochelatase wala step is going to affect. So these are the steps in where the porphyrias abnormalities at these steps can lead to the porphyrias. So these are the basic ones. Its treatment and about its investigation, and this we are going to discuss further in upcoming videos. So this is the heme metabolism, the complete heme metabolism. Thank you.